Hey there you guys, welcome back. It's a beautiful fall day. I am wearing my long sleeve shirt and nice and toasty warm, hopefully. I apologize in advance. It's a very windy day. It's always a windy day in the front yard, as you guys probably know by now. Today we are going to be bringing in some bulbs, some of my tropical plants that will go dormant over the winter. All of these will be stored in the same fashion, so I'll do them all in the same video. Apologize for the road noise behind me. It's a busy street this morning for some reason. So we've got some elephant ears, Colocasia Esculenta, we've got some Caladium, and we've also got some spider lily, which you could probably see right here. This is to Judy. You have had questions about your Thailand giant because you're brand new to it. You were wondering, because you've seen everybody else cut their leaves off, and you're wondering, do you need to do that? The answer is no, not really. The Thailand giant doesn't like to go dormant, so you can leave a few leaves on it. It's good to take some of the leaves off because insects really like these plants in the house. You'll especially find spider mites and whitefly. They love these. So you'll probably want to continuously spray with a mixture of water, rubbing alcohol, and a little bit of soft soap, non-antibacterial, unscented, kind of just a plain soap. That is used to kind of cover the insect and it suffocates them. So that recipe I actually got from Dave. So thank you, Dave, for that. It seems to be working really, really well. I'm going to try it on my tropical plants this winter to try to keep the bugs down. It's inevitable, but yeah. Anyway, so far it's been working well with scale insect. So anyway, let's get to it, and I'll also show you the next plant. Actually, no, I'll do another video on that one. There's another elephant ear that I'm going to be keeping the leaves on. So Judy, if you want to watch that one, it'll be coming up after this video. Anyway, let's get to it. We're going to dig these guys up. Actually, let me try to get the camera in a better spot so you can see the soil level. So I'll get the shovel here, and I'm just going to dig up. This is actually where the plumerias were, so there's big holes. So these things should be easy to pull out. I might not even need the shovel. This is really soft soil here. Sorry if my knee's in the way. So I'm just going to shake all of the soil off. All the soil I can, anyway. My mat blew away. So we're shaking off all the soil. You'll want to see all these roots on here. Just break off these roots. I throw them back in the soil because they will compost for next year. Easy peasy. You're going to want to let these sit out and dry for a few days. You don't want to store them while they're still kind of actively growing and kind of moist. They will rot. But I'll show you a little bit later in the video what I'm going to do. But for now, we're just going to take them, remove the roots, and let them do their thing. Some more in here. There was a little bit of rot that was happening over the winter, over the growing season, but it overcame that. We're just gonna get rid of the rot. Again, remove all of the, looks okay. We're gonna use a fungicide when these dry out, but we'll just let them sit here for a little while. There's one more of the Caladium. Another bit of rot in there. Make sure to remove all of the yuckiness. Everything seems to look good. I think that's all of them. Yep, that's it. So usually what you'll do with a bulb is you'll leave the green on there until they yellow and fall off. I'm going to just remove them because I don't have a lot of space. Those will go in the compost pile. And when these bulbs dry off completely, I'll remove all of these old growth ends. Okay, so this is the Caladium. So next we're gonna do the elephant ear. Actually, no, let's do the spider lily. I'm gonna be careful not to damage the bulb. Last year the bulb got really, really big. It was like the size of a softball. And we got all these babies in here too. This is really in there. Holy crow. Let me get over to the other side. Again, you want to shake off all of the soil and remove any of the roots. I got a lot of babies this year, as you can see. Any of the babies that don't fall off, I'm not going to remove. These roots are really, really tough. Get out of my way, elephant ear. I'm going to take off as much of the soil as I can, but I'll take off the remainder when I'm able to get in there after it dries out. Same thing with the roots. I'll take off what I can reach, and the rest of it I will remove before we store it. Okay, so there we go. We'll cut off the tops of these. Again, same with the other. It's best if you let these dry off naturally, but I don't have a lot of space inside, so we'll do what we can. Alright, so these spider lilies are ready to store, well, ready to dry for a few days, and then we'll come back to them. Here's one more. One more, baby. And now we got this elephant ear. Colocasia Esculenta. A lot of you grow this. It's a beautiful plant. Same thing. Remove the roots. And again, I'm just removing the tops. We'll go back in later and remove more. There's one. These guys like to multiply like weeds, which makes it wonderful. Okay, so we'll let these sit for a few days. Got the ball right down here. Actually, let me show you. Okay, so we've got the elephant ear, we've got the spider lily, and we've got the Caladium. And my strap is getting in the way. So we're going to let these dry out for, I don't know, let's give it a week. And then we'll come back to them and we will store them in paper bags, and I will bring you along when we do that. Okay, so these bulbs have been sitting in the basement downstairs for I'm gonna say about a week since we've dug these things up. They're starting to wither away. They're starting to dry up and be a lot nicer. It would be best if we waited maybe 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, but I'm getting a little bit impatient, so I will get these prepped for storage now. So this is the spider lily. This is the elephant ear, the Colocasia Esculenta, and these are the Caladium bulbs. So I'm only going to show you one because they're all going to be the same kind of method. So with the elephant ear, this one still needs some more time to dry out. What I do is I remove all of the old leaves, and you don't want these going into the storage because they will rot things out. They're basically solid water. So we'll let these dry for another few weeks. Make sure that they're good and solid before you do anything with them. So I'm just going to move these off to the side. This one here, the spider lily, is doing wonderful. It's drying out really, really nicely. So this one we're going to make go dormant. So I'm just going to trim off more of the roots. Let me get the better trimmers. Trim off more of the roots. We don't need any of these around. We're going to get rid of as much of the soil as possible. Trim, trim, trim. These are still hanging on. Nope. These are looking wonderful. These babies. Look at, more of them have been falling off. Just going to trim them back. Actually, I might just leave them the way that they are. They're doing just fine. Trim off these roots. It's amazing how over time your bulbs just multiply like crazy. Again, you can let these sit for a longer period. Again, I'm just a little bit lazy, or not lazy, I'm a little impatient. Okay, so everything looks good. We're going to keep this one the way that it is. I'm actually going to cut this neck off a little bit more. And I'm going to... This spider lily is actually called this. Ismene festalis? I'm not sure how to say that. So I'm going to take a paper bag. Paper bag is very important. You want something that's breathable. You don't want something like a plastic bag that holds in moisture. If you do that, then you're going to probably get rot. So what I'm going to do is I've got some of this insecticide, fungicide. It's a powder. You want to use this outside always. It's not good to breathe this stuff in. So don't stand in the way of the dust. Takes a second to pull this little cork off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this in the bag. It's smoking in there. It's smoking. Remember, don't breathe this stuff in. It's not good. If you have a dust mask, wear a dust mask. Okay, and I'm just going to place this in the bag. And then I'm going to put some more dust in there. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to get all the stuff coated. You want a light coating on your bulbs. This will hopefully stop any fungus that might want to start growing on these guys. Here we go. Again, if you get any of this stuff on your hands, it's a good idea to wash your hands or afterwards. Don't bite your fingers. Don't go eat your lunch. Alright, so these babies can go over into here. Whoop. And you could take, I generally like to leave my bulbs like this in the bag, just with nothing else. But sometimes bulbs like Caladiums like a little bit more moisture in the when they get stored. If they don't have enough moisture, they tend to suck up and be really emaciated and don't really survive. So with this one, I'm going to just take off any extra leaves or roots or anything like that. Clean off any, remember this one had some rot going on, so I want to make sure that there's no rot left. Everything's dried out. Just clean everything off. And what we're going to do with this one, I'm going to take a small bag. And I had a pen here. I've misplaced my pen, that's okay. It's good to label these things, or I'll put the label right in the bag with them. With the spider lily, I'll put the label right in the bag as well. So with these ones, I'm going to put them in their paper bag. Put the fungicide, insecticidal dust in there. Just shake them up a little bit. Make sure they're nice and coated. You can see in there, but they're nice and coated. And then I'm going to take some peat moss. Just going to put a little bit of peat moss in the bag. Just enough to cover the bulbs. And then again, I'm just going to shake it up a little bit. Make sure they're nice and coated. And I'm going to store these in a nice, dry, cool place for the winter time. Same thing with this. A nice, dry, cool place in the winter time. I will come and check up on these bulbs periodically. Usually every month and a half or so I'll go down and I'll just open them up, see if there's any rot. If there's anything rotting, I remove it and use some more of this fungicide, insecticide, and we should be fine. So anyway, like I said, I'm going to come back to these ones a little bit later on. I want to make sure that there's no green left on here. I want them to be nice and dry. Otherwise they will rot. So anyway, happy growing everyone, and enjoy your bulbs. This is such a sad time, but to be quite honest with you, I really love chopping the leaves off. It's like chopping butter. They're so big you expect it to be tough, but they're not.